Hi guys, it's Jake here from Canadian Cutting Edge. Today I've got to share something with you about eBay and other websites that sell things from vendors that aren't really vetted. There's a lot of counterfeit items out there, a lot of clones, a lot of things that you probably don't want in your collection. Let's get started. All right, I'm going to be going through 3 different searches that I did for different kinds of knives. I'm not trying to pick on eBay. Other sites do the same thing, and I'm going to mention another site as well. I don't blame the sites, I blame the vendors that use these sites to sell stuff that is garbage. First, we're looking for a cold steel knife. I did a search for the cold steel talwar because I think that knife's pretty cool. I don't have one, maybe someday I will. But here you go, $63.90 that this seller is selling it for. You can see that the title has the name of the knife in it right there. There's also the picture shows the proper knife. Those are 2 good things. Another good thing that you see here is that there's a shipping fee. Well, how is it good that there's a shipping fee? Well, it's simply a fact that the clones and the fake blades, well, they're really blades, but the knives that aren't genuine blades very often come with free shipping. And so if you see that there's a shipping fee, that's usually a good sign that you're looking at a genuine item. Scrolling down that page, let me say that I'm going to input the actual screenshots so you get a good quality screenshot that you can grab off of the video. I'm going to make a PDF with them as well so that you can download them. But for now, I'm just using these sheets of paper because I'm a low-tech kind of guy. As we scroll down this page, I also found this information. All right. And so there's a section in all of the eBay descriptions of items that is called item specifics. And in the item specifics, the vendor can put in whatever they want. Very often they list the brand. And this listing with the brand says cold steel. That's a good thing. A lot of the vendors that are selling you garbage either won't list the brand, or a very easy way to see if it's not a genuine knife is if they put in generic under brand. They will actually write the words generic or unbranded. If you see that, stop looking, go look at a different seller, go look at a different website, just don't do it. But this one's got a good sign, item specifics, brand, cold steel. And then he goes on and he lists in his personal description again, he says, again, it's a cold steel talwar. So in the title, it said cold steel talwar, good. Under the brand, it said cold steel, great. In the long description, it says the same thing again. My guess is that if you buy this knife, it's very likely to be a genuine knife. Let's take another look at another blade. This time, I went looking for a Smith & Wesson. And I found one, a Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. The picture is very clear. It's explicitly that knife. But under the title for the name of the item, you can't see Smith & Wesson anywhere. You can't even see the name of the knife unless it's these things, outdoor new fishing tool, because that's got capitals, you capitalize names. Notice Smith & Wesson isn't there. Also notice this, look at that, the shipping, it's free. As I mentioned before, that's a good sign that it's not genuine. So the picture clearly shows a Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops, but there's nothing in the title. The shipping is free. And as we scroll down that page, we see some more. The item specifics, they don't list brand anywhere. Remember what I told you before? The picture clearly says it's a new outdoor new fishing tool. Good job. Except in all the pictures, you expect to see the Smith & Wesson, and you see it, but it's never in any text anywhere. It's just in the pictures that this is a Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. And if we scroll down even further on that page, we see this. another picture of a Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. But in the description of the item, you see nothing about the brand name. You do see what the weigh is, whatever weigh is, but you don't see, because weigh isn't an English word, right here, weigh, it means, should be weight, of course. You just don't see Smith & Wesson. I can guarantee you, if you buy this knife from this vendor, you are buying a clone. All right, something cool happened to me this week. I got a shipment from someone in eBay. They sent me a box with 6 boxes of SOG blades in it. 3 that were one size, one specific type of knife, and 3 smaller ones. This is what they sent me. Look at that blade. It says SOG Flash Tanto. It's a nice, switchblade-esque knife. It's got assisted opening on it. It looks like real G10. The fit and finish is, not good, but not terrible. I don't know why they've got an extra liner panel in here. You see that? There's 2 of them and then the outside. All 3 of them came that way. There was a one that was identical to this, and then another one that was all black, a black finish on the blade, black bolster, and whatever. And a black clip, and a black G10 or fake G10. The clip was actually nice and solid, not cheap garbage like I've seen on other fake SOG stuff. But this is what came. So I decided, wow, if somebody can send me 3 of these for free and 3 other knives, they sent me a card asking me to give them a 5 in the review for feedback, but they didn't give their name. So I've got no idea who to thank for this garbage. Anyhow, so I went looking for that knife online, and I found it on eBay. Here it is. This very knife. It's called a SOG fishing survival tool. What everybody wants when they go fishing. They want a survival tool. It's free shipping. All right. So, looking down this page, further down, we see this. Under the item specifics, there's nothing about the brand. Again, it's called a SOG fishing survival tool. But the guy does have the audacity to say under his product description, much further down the page, that it is a SOG. That's what he claims. All right. So I did an image search on Google. I did a search for SOG knives. And so I looked through loads and loads of knives. Twice I came up with results. Actually, I think 3 times I came up with results. One of them came from Pinterest. And I got to go pause for a second and shut my dog up. All right, I'm back. As I said, I did a Google search for SOG knives, and I looked under images, and I only found this image 3 times of this knife. Here's one of them. You can see it looks very much like this knife, so I know that that's the same thing. And I found out that this guy posted it on Pinterest, so I looked up his Pinterest site, and he took this knife from dhgate.com. He took this picture, and there it's called a SOG KS931. Aha! So I did a search for the SOG KS931, and I found that DHgate page. There it is. And yes, indeed, it's the KS931. And, the seller is selling it through DHgate. It looks the same as this blade. Very good. Check that out. Free shipping. And you can get it for $16.53 US. Nowhere else does it say it's a SOG. Just this, that it says it's a SOG KS931. So, The other place that I found this knife was at AliExpress. And at AliExpress, somebody was selling a SOG survival knife that looks very much like this. And in the package of mine, I had one that looks like that, and then the black one. And the vendor here just calls it a SOG, but this time, again, free shipping. For $11.50, you get the brand name Wildman. That's pretty odd. Wouldn't the brand name be SOG? No, the brand name is Wildman. Big red flags all over the place. But anyhow, let's keep going through this search. I went to SOG's very own website. And so I searched for that term, SOG KS931. And there's a long list of knives that came up. Well, not terribly long, about 15 or 16. None of them look at all like this knife. Not in the least. Again, okay, so I remembered. A lot of them called this knife a fishing knife. All right. So I did a search at SOG for fishing. And of course, I could find these fillet knives, and I found other knives. Nothing that remotely looks like this knife. Now, I'm suggesting that if you go online and you go to the big websites that let any vendor sell on them, DHgate, AliExpress, eBay, and the rest, you're taking a risk. You're going to find a lot of fake stuff there. And yes, I do this much research if I'm ever going to buy a knife on one of those websites, because I want to know what I'm getting. I told you on that other video, I showed you a few knives that are fakes that I got. I have more that aren't genuine. So now I go through this much work. I search and I search and I search to try to find the right thing. If you want your collection to be all genuine, you need to do the same thing. Please like, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel to see all the videos when they come through. But especially I want to encourage you to share. Share these videos with your friends so I can start building the following that I have here. When I get 50 subscribers, I'm going to do a draw. And I'm going to send a knife, a genuine knife, to one of those 50 subscribers. I'll get a randomizer to choose one of them. Yeah, family tends to subscribe to websites on new channels. If it's a family member, I'm going to erase that and do another draw until I find somebody that I don't know personally as either a family member or a very close friend. Anyone else is going to be free to get this thing. Not this thing, a real knife that I'm going to send you. And remember, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb. Have a good day, guys.